It's around like 11 a.m. And this is usually around the time that my cats wake up after their nap. It's also the time that they're the most active. So I usually say to myself, if I can give them 5 minutes of time right now, this keeps them from growing up hating me as a mother. No, let me stop. I play too much. No, but on a serious note, they had their breakfast, they fell asleep, they wake up. It's like they're gonna need something to entertain them in the day. I like them to start their day on a high rather than a low. Like you wake up from napping and what do you do next? Nap? That's how you run into cats that are biting cords. So, anyways, I know that like for some people, playing with your cats for 5 minutes a day sounds like a no brainer, sounds like something they do with ease. However, for some people, they're like, every single day, I don't know what to do with my cat for 5 minutes. And if you're one of those people, I feel like this is a great video for you. Rather than spending this whole video just talking about what I do, I'd rather just show you. Okay, we're in the living room because Rico is currently sitting in his little perch. He ran back and forth between all of the rooms 6 times already and then climbed to the top of the door. So I think he's ready. Mochi's still sitting in her signature sleeping spot. So I'll start with Rico and just show you what it's like when I decide, all right, I'm gonna go spend 5 minutes of quality time with him. And then usually by that time, Mochi wakes up because she is a tortie and she's not just gonna let people have a good time in her house without her being involved in some way. So I'm sure while I'm doing this in real time, I'll forget to kind of structure what I'm doing. So if you can just remember this 3-part approach every time I go to my cats, then you can probably catch on to how it's made it easier for me to give them at least 5 minutes of playtime a day. Okay, so first I assess their current state of being. For example, I assess that Rico's already up and walking around right now. He's climbing up in high spaces and Mochi's asleep. So, so that tells me Rico's ready to play. Rico's active. He's alert right now. He's looking for something to do. And Mochi is baking. She's still got some time. Then the next thing that I'm going to do is communicate with them so that I can open that door of interest for them. So, for instance, I see Rico running around. What I'm going to do after I finish recording this is go up to him and give him some pets and start communicating with him. What do you want to do? What are you interested in? What do you want? Do you want to play? Do you want to do this? This is the kind of language that my household has gotten used to. So based on Mochi's responses, Rico's picked up on what those questions mean. He's not 100% there yet. He definitely does get distracted, but it's so funny watching the little ones grow. I have assessed, and now I'm going to communicate with him. Rico, do you want to play? You ready? You want to play? And so, yeah, based on the questions that I ask, they usually respond really happily. And so if I mention the word play, then I'll grab out some toys and see what they're more interested in. That tail is how you know your cat is happy and excited and communicating, let's play. And Rico 9 times out of 10 wants to chase something, hunt it down, and then walk off like he's a king. So if I can start off his day doing that, making him feel like a king, I did what I needed to do as a parent. Okay, and then the last thing in light of that is following their lead. Once I communicate that door of interest, I'm not asking questions so that I can do something that I want the cat to do. I'm literally just watching, letting my cat kind of pave the way for me. Oh my God. Oh, baby. Be careful. Why do you keep choosing to backflip off the edge? You can backflip on the ground. Oh, get it. Then just following their lead. For example, Mochi, at times, she's kind of like not always in the mood to play. Sometimes when I ask her what she wants, she's not really clear on that. I think she just wants to spend quality time. So I'll just pick her up and I'll start showing her different aspects of the house that she doesn't get to see all the time. And she has a blast. I find it so funny, but it's like I wouldn't even have known this if I didn't communicate with my cat or I don't like follow her lead and listen to her. she'll climb up on something or like look up in a certain direction that I wouldn't expect her to, and then I just pick her up. And now she's having a blast being walked around the whole house, being shown everything. And then by the time I've done a tour of the whole house, it's been 5 minutes already. It's usually like more than 10 minutes at that point. Yeah, we have lots of fun. And the best part about it is that all of these methods just strengthen our bond. It makes it easier in the future for the next thing that we want to do or the next thing we want to communicate. Yeah. Not only are you teaching your cats, you know, how not to be bored and to get into stuff, you're strengthening your bond, like 10 out of 10. So yeah, it's not that hard to remember to play with your cat for just 5 minutes a day. You can integrate it into whatever you do. For example, sometimes when I'm working on my laptop, I'll at the same time occupy one hand to pet my cat, and he has no clue that I'm distracted. That's one of the great things about animals sometimes, unless you have a husky. Sorry for people with the smart animal breeds. I'm just joking. I hope this was useful, helping people approach how to provide their cats some animal enrichment for the day. And I'll see you guys next time. You got it. Oh, it got stuck. I think you got it. Here you, Rico. Walk off like the king you are. Got it, bro. Walk off. Yes, sir.